Good morning, Keep It Crazy family. So in our last few videos, we have gotten quite a few questions. So I was gonna do a quick Q&A today. However, the kids really wanted to do the Q&A and they wanted to show you or tell you things from their perspective. So I absolutely love this idea. They didn't answer some of the questions how I would have answered them, but I think that's what the cool thing about it is I think in every family, everybody has a different perspective on what happened or what's going on, and so I just love this video. I don't know, it was so fun to film. There was one question asked in it about Alex and Hannah previously being adopted, and they kind of briefly go into a story and a couple things that happened. However, I will put an iCard up in the corner for a link to a previous video where we went a little bit more into detail on what happened, but here's the kids' perspective.
Wow! Let's get to answer.
First question from Ellie19ism. So basically Alex said, "No way, Jose," to changing his name. That's my bad joke for the week. Also, does Hallie also have the middle name Lee as well? So, go ahead.
Yes,
I love that joke. That was perfect. I'm using it.
Yes, Hallie does. Fun fact is all the girls in the family have the same middle name, and I think all the boys have the same middle name.
Max and Jake have. Is it our grandpa's middle name?
Actually, that's a question coming up. So save your answer, but yes, that is coming.
Yeah.
And how does you guys all spell it the same, which is?
L-E-E. Yeah. So, and fun fact, Hallie has this funny joke that like you can use her, like the first beginning of her name and her middle name to like spell her full name, or like say it right. Because it's Hallie. Yeah, Hallie.
Oh, that's funny.
Hallie Pettit.
Okay, Melissa L. I have a question. In the vlog, you and some of the kids say that you were previously adopted. My question is, what happened with the first set of adoptive parents? Did it just not work out or something? So this is an Alex and Hannah question.
Okay. It's complicated. No, seriously, it is.
It really is.
So we were previously adopted, and I guess, yeah, it didn't really work out, but they would like tell us like all the time, "Oh, we're your forever family. We won't leave you. You won't get taken away ever again." But like things were normal at first, but as her and I started to get older,
as we started to grow up,
yeah, that's when it really changed.
I think they weren't really set for like adoption.
They just didn't know how to parent, in my opinion.
Because kind of mean.
No,
but
it's true. Because that's when the abuse came in.
They were very abusive.
Well, I don't know if I can say this.
You can say it. Go ahead.
So one time, like we were little, and you know how little kids throw fits, game? Because like all little kids throw fits, like yeah, obviously. And they're like an older couple, so like, I think like they're late like 50s. I think is that old?
No, they weren't that old.
They're early 30s.
They were in their 30s.
They're early 30s.
They were that old. They were that old.
They were? They were in their 50s?
Like late 50s.
Oh,
and
okay.
Yeah. And so I don't really think they were that good at parenting, in my opinion.
I didn't know that.
So one time I was throwing a fit, and like obviously we throw fits, little kids, and then like it became like a big thing, and so I think this happened to both of us. We got driven because we lived in Phoenix.
Oh yeah.
So we got there was like a desert close, and so she would drive us to the desert and lock the cars and
she'd make us stand outside, and then she'd scare us by saying, "If you don't be quiet, the coyotes are gonna come out and get you."
And we actually heard like coyotes.
Yeah, we heard noises, and so we would freak out. But even when we calmed down, they would like just still like they'd ignore us.
Yeah, and they said like once you're like done crying, you can come back in and like we can go.
And we would finish,
but
they'd ignore us, and we'd be out there for like an hour.
Yeah, it was kind of like a way of like. Even like before we got taken away, it like the caseworkers I think came over 4 times before we actually came home. Like got out of that home. I think because we were just scared. Because I know I was scared because like I was scared I was gonna like get in trouble.
Not only that, yeah, we were scared to like say a thing. That's why in one of our other videos we mentioned our older sister, Sam. Her name's Natasha now, but she was the one who couldn't deal with it anymore, and she didn't want to see us hurt, and so she decided to take the stand, and she decided to report everything, and so that was, yeah, that's why we keep saying in our previous adopted home, because, yeah, that's what happened.
Would you say that they were more abusive than like previous like group homes and stuff that you had been in?
Yeah.
Yes, like very. But like, you know how like, I think Mama said this before, but like, you know when like you get adopted and you like think like, oh, like it's gonna be like your forever family. But in our case, like it didn't happen like that. So
You didn't feel like you were out.
That's why I didn't want to say anything, because I didn't know what else would happen. Because I was like, I'm just a kid, where am I gonna go?
RSB Champ says, can they keep their last name if they wanted? I always wanted to know this.
I don't
think
know.
yes.
I
actually
don't know.
I feel like it's optional. Like, I mean, it's better to have the last name as the parents, because then you feel like
I mean, I
you're theirs.
honestly wouldn't put my
I wouldn't
name
use
because
this previous one.
it's just like all the things that went on, and then like even bringing up like the last name.
So kind of just starting a new life,
Yeah,
a
it's
new
like a fresh
chapter.
start. Yeah.
Yeah, new chapter.
Amanda Turk asks, what are the boys' middle names?
Okay, so Logan and Brody's are our grandpa's middle name, which is Matthew. So it's Logan Matthew and Brody Matthew. And then Jake and Max is Weston. So Jake Weston and Max Weston. And then I chose to go with Dad's middle name, which is Patrick. So Alexander Patrick Pettit. That's me.
All right, Lean Al Frazel. I have a question for Ariana that I've been dying to know. What did she perform in AGT? And also we got several questions on, were you actually on the show and what did you perform?
Okay, so AG2 was a really fun experience, but unfortunately I didn't make the show, but I did audition for it. It was in Vegas, and I had a fun time because I got to spend it with my mom and everything. And the song I sang was Symphony by Clean Bandit.
Morgan Kinkdole asks, also for Jamie, even though she's an adult, because she has vulnerability, you should look into being her legal guardians.
Fun fact, our parents actually are trying to become her legal guardians, and we'll have a video on that soon, so.
This was today's fun fact with Ariana Pettit.
All right, Morgan H., how does the loft work? Do they check your school ID to make sure you're in high school and of age, and does it cost money?
Okay, so when you first go to be a part of the loft, you get this paperwork and it asks your age, what grade you're in, and all that, so they know that you're in high school, and they have to talk to the parents too. And you don't use your school ID, you get your own loft ID, which is pretty cool. They take your picture and it just has a little barcode, I think is what it's called.
Yeah.
And then there's a little scanner and you scan it in and then you're automatically in.
And it does not cost any money to go, it's free.
Yep.
And run by the
best.
city.
Yeah.
It's run by the city.
Catherine L. asks, I have a question. Do you use the sauna much?
No, we do
No.
not.
Because our house is actually pretty warm this winter, but if it does get cold, then we
No,
would
I
use it.
still want to use it, just even if it's hot, just like
Just for
lose
fun.
that extra
But
pound.
doesn't
Yeah,
it-
sauna's
yeah.
not just like for warmness.
It's not to keep you warm.
We
it's
used
to
it
actually-
Actually, it can burn off like
We used it
calories.
once during the winter.
I've used it several times, but.
Oh, really?
Because it's your back.
You can't use mine rather than mine. I'm using your sauna.
All right, musical theater kid asks, where does Aurora sleep?
I got this. Okay, so Aurora, so she has her own crib in our parents' bedroom. So she sleeps in her own bed. Yeah.
But I think the plan was once she can get used to sleeping in her own bed without sometimes going to her parents'
Prefer Hallie's.
parents' bed, then she will, I think, sleep in Hallie's room, go with her crib in there.
Oof, Allie's gonna have a roommate.
Good luck with that.
Okay, this question is by Clara G. Congrats, genuine question. If you have to go out and leave some of the kids, would you leave Jamie in charge of Aurora, or would the other kids be in charge? Jamie is older, but due to her disability, if that's what you'd call it, I'd say it's a disadvantage. How does it work?
Okay, so Jamie actually cannot watch Aurora. We usually are in charge because of her disability, but she helps out here and there, so yeah.
I mainly take care of him because I'm an angel. I do. I'm a good
Actually,
babysitter.
I do because I stay home.
Call me
every day.
if you need a babysitter. Your kids will be taken care of.
Baby.
Stop, no. No.
I still love that song, actually.
Thanks for watching our video. If you have any other questions, comment down below.
Don't forget to click the thumbs up button if you like the video.
And subscribe.
Make sure you subscribe down
Turn
below.
on the notification bell.
And thanks for watching.
Bye.